Honestly, at this point, I'm just amazed at AMC. It's an amazing thing to see. The ups, the downs, the people that are so convinced that it's going to go to the moon. That's why we're actually on the moon right now. There's no gravity on the moon, so my hair is just standing straight up. Today we're talking more about AMC. I just love to talk about it at this point because it is such an amazing story. And we've been right here at the front lines of this story since day one here on YouTube, talking about the move, breaking it all down, looking at the chart. We're going to break it down one more time. Well, at least for today. Let's dive into it, my friends. All right. Looking at the chart here on AMC today, Thursday morning. So tomorrow is the 21st. There's this whole theory and idea that there was going to be this massive option squeeze because of all these options that were expiring today. I don't really know the exact theory. I've just seen everybody posting about on different forums and different message boards and posting here on YouTube about how AMC had this historic squeeze coming on the 21st January. That'll be tomorrow. Today's the 20th, tomorrow's the 21st. And well, look at it now. AMC not really looking too hot. And what's amazing about this is AMC actually this morning, if you see, it opened and it actually went up almost 10%. It almost went up 10% today, and then it gave it all right back. Now, I don't know exactly, I can't say for sure why they had this huge pop and then just dropped right back to where it was. The way I'm looking at it, maybe there were some shorts that were covering to get liquidity. Maybe there was closing out their position. If you look at the daily chart, maybe they were shorting, I don't know, at $50, maybe $40, maybe $30, maybe $60. And today they decided they were going to, cover here at open. And again, I talked about this just the other day or just yesterday, talking about this on the weekly chart, how it is not a good thing for AMC right now because we are breaking through basically every support. We're breaking through every EMA. There has just been no bounce for weeks now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks of red right now, and I'm not thinking that AMC is going to be green tomorrow. I'll cross my fingers for all the AMC bears or the bulls out there that AMC magically pops to $100 tomorrow. That would be, really fun to see, and I'm all about, getting the action here. But clearly to see on the weekly chart where AMC is heading. If you bought at $44 and you're still holding at $18, well, you might have done something wrong. You might have made a bad investment choice. And I think that's really what it comes down to here is a lot of people are very emotionally attached to a couple different things about AMC. Number one, they bought AMC because they were fed this idea that AMC was going to go to the moon, that it was going to change their lives. It was going to pay off their mortgage, put their kids through college, buy them a Lambo. Mostly buying Lambos, I think, is probably what most people were hoping for, at least from the people that I've talked to that have bought AMC or that are holding AMC. But, just let's give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they were hoping, to change their lives by paying off their mortgage or other reasons than buying a Lambo. But I'm thinking most degenerate people that bought AMC at the $40 to $50 level, they were hoping for a move to $1,000 or $1 million, really. I've seen some people posting about how the floor on AMC should be $100,000. Well, and then also I love the idea, too, that people will say, the bears, and I also love the idea that people will sit here and they'll be like, well, the apes are in control. The apes own the stock. The apes are the ones that are, we're in control here. But I mean, what? If the apes were in control, why does it keep going lower? Why? And it's not because, I know, everyone's going to comment down below, it's because of the manipulation. The manipulation is the reason that AMC is going lower. It's not a fundamental play. It's all because of manipulation. No, it's the truth, my friends. At the end of the day, when a stock goes straight to the moon on really no news other than basically people on Reddit saying the price of the stock is going to go higher, and well, gravity starts to trickle in. And we've already seen, the CEO, we've seen all the executives just dumping shares onto retail traders, getting retail traders to buy into this hope and pump and dump dream. And that's why it's not that I'm angry at the apes for getting, getting bought it, buying into this, or the apes basically getting sold this dream here. But what really makes me angry here is that it was just so very evident since day one, this move, that this was going to happen, that this was going to be a massive pump and dump. And I say that with experience, right? Like, I've seen pump and dumps. I've seen these stocks that have done this before. Like, we've seen stocks that have huge hype that the retail trader is like, oh my gosh, this is going to change my life. And that's one thing I've learned after, 6-7 years now of doing this, that I've learned, if something is too good to be true, if somebody tells you that this is going to be a life-changing investment, well, it's probably not. I'm just going to be honest with you. I've never made an investment. I've never bought a stock. I've never bought an option. I've never done anything in the trading stock market world where I bought something thinking to myself, this is going to change my life. I'm going to get rich. And then it actually happened. And I'll be honest, like, I've bought Bitcoin when it was 3,000. Bitcoin went to 60. Was that life-changing? No. But something like this where you're investing, let's say you invest $3,000 in AMC and you're hoping that $3,000 is going to turn into $1 million. Well, I'm telling you right now, it just doesn't happen that way. Because if it did happen that way, there'd be a lot more millionaires in this world, wouldn't there? Instead of the majority of money all kind of being, stuck in the 1% of the world, the smart people of the world, or the people that are just, I guess, manipulating the stocks. If it was that easy that everyone could just go and buy a stock they thought was going to go to $1 million, well, everybody would be rich. But it's not just that simple. And I think this is going to be a really good lesson for a lot of new investors out there who bought into the hype, who bought into trades telling them that this was going to be a MOAS, that bought into the media, that bought into Charles Payne. I mean, literally anyone on the internet that tried to pump this thing up, they deserve to be in trouble at this point because they misled so many people. So many people they misled at this point, basically with this idea that the MOAS was going to happen. Any YouTuber that told you that AMC was going to MOAS and go to $1 million or $100,000 or $1,000 in general, they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. And I'll go ahead and be on record saying that. I'm fully confident that this is exactly at this point. I'm fully confident that, well, it's not going to happen. Like I said before, there's always a possibility that maybe AMC pops back up into this area. Maybe there's some shorts covering that creates a little bit of a squeeze, get a little bit of dumb action. But in general, AMC is not going to ever go to $1,000. $100, I'm not going to say it can't happen. Like, I'm not going to say that it can't go to $100, but, I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't see that happening. And it's not to burst people's bubbles. And again, like, I'm a fan of the apes, the retail traders. Like, I'm a retail trader. I got into this game as a normal, person. When I started my YouTube, I had no idea what I was doing. I learned the hard way. I bought into the pump and dumps. I bought into what the media was pushing. I bought into what other YouTubers were pushing. I bought into these plays, right? And I ended up losing money in the long run because I was basically buying the pumps, or I guess buying into the dumps at that point. Because when people were starting to talk about it, it's like, hey, maybe this play it's already over. But, and again, like today, I'm honestly just like mind blown the price action on AMC at this point, because it's literally at a point where it's just comical. Like, how did AMC go up 10% this morning and then actually end up in the red by the end of the day? That's absolutely mind-blowing. Now, I do understand that the overall market is, selling off here, that a lot of stocks are pulling back. But, guys, AMC has been beaten down for so long now that it has not. I mean, it just hasn't gotten a pump. I mean, literally, it hasn't gotten a pump. In this little pump here happened because of the GameStop thing. But, I mean, in general, you look here. I mean, since the 21st of December, this thing has been going lower and lower and lower. And here we are. I mean, you go back all the way to June, it's been going lower and lower. And I'm just kind of trying to figure out exactly what the apes see here. Like, what is the play at this point? Do you just hold till it goes to zero? And again, I talked about this before. If it will happen. I'm not saying if. When AMC goes bankrupt one day, which they will go bankrupt. Because at some point, it's the magical, the fairy dust, the magic of the movies and AMC and the apes and all of that. It will die. The magic will die. Not to crush people's dreams here, but I'm being realistic. I'm a realistic person. That's what this YouTube channel is about. Being realistic. Unlike Trade Trades, unlike Matt Kors, who will tell you, magical stories about how you can get rich by buying into this. Well, here we are. People are not rich. People have probably, I would say, have lost a lot of money. And this is the argument that I love as well, because someone's going to say, well, I bought, AMC back when it was here at the $5 level. I bought in, so I'm still in the green, right? Okay, let's say you bought at $5. You're still up 230%. Congratulations, 260%. Congratulations, you've really killed it. But the problem is, if you bought at $5 and it went all the way up here, you were up 1,000%. If you didn't take profit on 1,000% gains on a stock, you got to ask yourself a very simple question, my friends. What were you smoking, right? What were you thinking at that point? And, even let's say you bought here at 10. You still up 500%. But now, the lower and lower that AMC goes, the quicker and quicker those gains go away. So if you bought it at $10, now AMC is up only 68%. Right? It's only up 68% since you bought it at the lows, since the $10 area. And I know people always comment like, yeah, but I'm still up 300%. Like, whoa, congratulations. If you're still up 300%, that means you were up 600, 700% just a few weeks ago or months ago here. So, I don't know if it's something to brag about. I don't know if I'd be bragging about being up 200% when at one point you were up 1,000%. I just don't know if that's really a good flex at this point. Again, the chart does not lie. I've been saying this for so long now. I made so many videos here on YouTube talking about that $15 area. Everyone said I was an idiot. Everyone said I was never going to make it. I had no idea what I was talking about. Well, here we are. All of the YouTubers that told you that AMC was going to the moon, where are they now? What is their story now? What are they telling you what's the reason for this going down? Is it because of all the naked shorting? Is it because all of the naked people out there? We're at a very kind of interesting spot. And that's kind of why I keep covering this. And that's why I keep talking about AMC, is because, obviously it gets people talking, you get views, but also this is a very, very interesting play, because we're basically seeing, I would say, one of the biggest pump and dump situations that I've seen in a long time. And lots of people are losing a lot of money here. And it's the sad reality of it. And it's not that I want anyone to lose money, but I've been talking about this since it was 30, since it was 40, since it was 50. I've been, erring on the side of caution. Yes, I might have bought some call options thinking we were going to break, out of this downward trend a few times. I'm a trader, I'm going to buy stocks, sell stocks. I'm going to, have losses. That's just part of trading. But in general, I've been pretty honest with people that I just did not see any possibility that AMC was going to do this, insane moass that so many other YouTubers were really pushing and promoting on their channels. So, not to say that I'm any smarter than they are, but I'm just trying to be honest with people. And I've been honest, I feel like, with people here on the whole AMC debacle since, June of 2021. And, people comment like, why do you care if I lose money? It's not that at the end of the day, like, if you want to buy AMC and you want to hold it till it goes to zero, that's your choice. But my opinion is that's probably a bad choice. Would you, if I was you, would I sell right now? It's hard to say. Like, I don't always know exactly like how much money you have, what your risk is and all that. I do think there's got to be some type of pump at some point, right? AMC has to pump at some point. Is it going to be at 15? Is it going to be at $10? Nobody really knows. But I do think we're going to, overall, we'll retest this downward trend at some point. Like, at some point, this has to bounce, right? Possibly, maybe. Is it possible that AMC can just keep going down, down, down forever? Maybe that also could happen. But at some point, it's got to bounce, right? Like, there's got to be a bounce here at some point. I'll be waiting for that opportunity, to trade it and look for opportunities there. But, man, it's bad, 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 my friends. It is bad, bad, bad. That's my take on AMC again today. I'm honestly mind blown. I'm literally mind blown that AMC somehow went up 10% this morning and then is now in the red. That is almost amazing. Like, it's just getting better and better by the day. And I don't really know like how anyone can comment down below saying that I'm an idiot when, here we are. AMC $18.